I just noticed the little voice, like, that love's in the past. I just heard that. What was the thought process behind the, like, acoustic beginning and then when everything else comes in, like, pow?
I don't remember, other than it was just, I like it. Because the song's also fairly repetitive without that dynamic shift. Because I write all the songs just on one instrument, either guitar or piano. I knew I wanted drums in it. I wanted, like, a band in it. I wanted to have that grit. But it's also a very pretty song without all of that. So I kind of did the beginning part like that, and that riff lends itself to a nice big boom. So...
stabbed me in the back, but you kept me on the track to lifelong pain. But I'm not looking back. That life's in the past, I will remain. Looking in with the second evil grin when you feel pain.
This one also is very interesting to listen closer to. I caught a couple of things that I haven't ever heard before. Tell me about the vocal layering, but also the drums. I like the drums in this song a lot because it's more of like a shuffle.
Yeah. So, I'll start with the vocal layering because that really applies to all the songs. It's just, I still am pretty self-conscious about how my voice sounds. And so, like, just singing on its own, I never really jived with. So that's why I like adding all these harmony parts, because when you add, at least for me, when I add enough harmony parts, it doesn't sound like me anymore. Like, it just sounds like something greater than what I can do. And, you know, for production's sake, there's some music production tools. None of this I really learned anywhere. It was just from, like, actively listening to a lot of records. Like, if you listen to another great song that I keep using is The Pretender, Foo Fighters song. It starts with a really tight double of the vocals, so you hear them right up the middle, and then when the chorus happens, they open up, and so they're panned hard left and right. Just stuff like that, listening to not just really great singers, but really great records and how the vocals are treated. Because all of that goes into production. And you know, once I write the song and I'm recording the song, now I take off my songwriter hat and I put on my producer hat. And I say, okay, this is the song. How do we make it sound like something great? And that's where, like, all the choices with, like, doing just the guitar at the beginning, the vocal layering, all the extra percussion stuff in some of the songs, like, that's all just producer choices that I just shift gears and I go, okay, what does this song need to sound great? Which, again, kind of comes from having played drums, is I just look at the songs from a holistic landscape. And it's like, what if I wasn't just me carpeting the song. Like, I could really direct the whole band into what should be there, what would I put there. And that's how that comes up. The drums, yeah, it's a shuffle. I grew up learning jazz primarily. And so my drum teacher, Glenn Farrakone, like, drilled it in me, like, you have to be able to play a shuffle. And it drilled it into me so much that I just love playing a shuffle now. It's my favorite thing to play. It's just so groovy. And especially, like, a nice... It's just a nice... It's a nice groove.
Thematically, how do we describe Stabbed in the Back?
At the time I wrote it, it was like a heartbreak song. It was kind of a big, like, F you kind of breakup song. In this particular context, it takes on a bit of a greater meaning, because when you decide to actively pursue what you're passionate about and actively, I guess, choose your own adventure, there are people who are going to just kind of stab you in the back. Like, they're going to try to discourage you, all this stuff. You know, for me, it was always like, okay, this music thing is cool, but, like, what are you going to do for a living? You know? And it's just, you know, this is the song that I'll point to when we're at the mountaintop, and it's like, I fucking did it, and y'all didn't help. So that's that, I guess.